Have you noticed that what used to motivate you 5 years ago doesn't really move you anymore? Maybe money used to drive you like crazy, and now you just want peace. Maybe you chase grades and approval before, but now you care more about freedom and meaning. In this video, you'll understand why your motivation changes over time and how to work with it instead of fighting it. Welcome back to the channel. We've already talked about mental toughness, seen benefits in adversity, and even 30-day manifestation challenges. All of that is about how you move towards your goals. But today, we're going one layer deeper. Your motivation itself. Why it changes. Why certain goals stop exciting you. And how to evolve your motivation in a healthy way instead of feeling guilty or lazy. If you've ever thought, what's wrong with me? I don't feel driven like before. This video is for you. Let's start with a quick story you might relate to. Picture someone in their 20s, early 20s. Their motivation is simple. Make money. Impress people. Prove they're not a failure. So, they work long hours, chase titles, buy things to look successful. Fast forward 10 or 15 years. They've hit some of those goals. The money is decent. Their CV looks good. But suddenly, that fire is gone. They're not lazy. They're just not excited by the same rewards anymore. What starts to matter more now? Peace, health, time, family, meaningful work, being true to themselves. The problem is, they still try to motivate themselves with the old script. Work harder, earn more, impress people. And their brain is like, bro, that's not what we want anymore. Nothing is wrong with them. Their motivation has evolved. And they haven't updated the way they set goals. That's what we're going to fix in this video. Two types of motivation, intrinsic versus extrinsic. To understand evolving motivation, we need a simple concept. Extrinsic versus intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic motivation is when you do something for an external reward or to avoid punishment. Money, grades, promotion, likes, praise, status. Intrinsic motivation is when you do something because you genuinely enjoy it, care about it, or it fits your values, curiosity, purpose, growth, creativity. Both are useful. Extrinsic motivation is great for short-term short-term pushes and deadlines. Intrinsic motivation is what keeps you going for years without burning out. What research shows is that as people grow older and gain experience, they often lean more toward intrinsic, values-driven motivation and less toward pure external rewards. That's a big clue for why your motivation feels different at different stages of life. How motivation tends to change with age and experience. Of course, everyone is unique, but there are common patterns. Studies and surveys suggest that in your teens and 20s, you're more likely to be driven by goals, achievement, and proving yourself, money and status, other people's opinions, and excitement. You want to build something, stand out, and show you can do it. Nothing wrong with that. As people move into their 30s, 40s, and beyond, motivations often shift toward stability, health, and time freedom, family and close relationships, doing work that actually feels meaningful, not just impressive. And in later life, people report even stronger motivation from being social and connected, taking care of themselves, contributing, mentoring, legacy. The key point: what drove you at 20 will not necessarily drive you at 40, and that is normal. Problems come when you try to force your current self to run on old fuel that no longer works. The conflict: old goals versus new values. This is where a lot of people get stuck. Your old self wanted certain goals: big title, big income, status, recognition. Your current self cares more about freedom, health, meaningful work, calm relationships. But your goals, routines, and self-talk are still built around the old version of you. So you're trying to hype yourself up for goals that no longer match your values. Of course you feel resistance. Of course you procrastinate. Your motivation is quietly telling you, we don't want that version of success anymore. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? A better question is, what has changed in what truly matters to me? Step 1. Map your motivation timeline. Let's make this practical. Grab a notebook and draw a simple timeline of your life by phases. For example, school years, early 20s, mid to late 20s, 30s and onwards. Adjust ages for your situation. For each phase, ask: 1. What was I mainly motivated by here? Money? Approval? Grades? Freedom? Passion? Family? Number 2. What did I sacrifice for that motivation? Number 3. Did that motivation still feel right? Or did it start to feel empty? You might notice patterns, like in my early 20s, I chased money and status. Now, I care more about having control over my time. I used to work just to impress people online. Now, I want to build something that actually helps people. Seeing this on paper shows you that your motivation has never been static. It has always been evolving. That means you are allowed to evolve your goals too. Step 2. Identify your current core drivers. Next, let's find your current core motivators. Ask yourself these questions and answer honestly. 1. If nobody could see my life on social media, what would still motivate me? This reveals your intrinsic motives: curiosity, mastery, service, freedom. 2. If I had enough money to cover my needs, what would I still want to wake up for? This helps separate survival motives from true passion and values. 3. Who or what do I feel most responsible for right now? Yourself, your family, your future self, your community. 4. What kind of pain am I unwilling to tolerate anymore? Toxic environments, meaningless work, zero time, bad health. Your real motivations hide inside these answers. Maybe your main motivation now is freedom over your time, or health after a scare, or being present for your family, or building something meaningful that outlives you. Once you know your true drivers, you can stop judging yourself for not being motivated by things you used to care about. Step 3. Realign your goals with your evolved motivation. Now, the key move: align your goals with your current motivations. For each big goal you have, ask: First, which of my current core drivers does this goal actually serve? Second, if it doesn't, can I adjust the goal so it does? Example: old goal: make as much money as possible. New reality: you're more motivated by freedom and health than by pure income. Realigned goal. Build an income that supports my lifestyle while working on things I enjoy. Grow my business, but in a way that allows me to protect my health and time. Another example. Old goal. Get a prestigious job to impress people. New driver, meaning and impact. Realigned goal. Find or build work where I can use my strengths to actually help people, even if the title's not glamorous. When your goals match your evolved motivation, you stop fighting yourself. Action feels more natural and discipline becomes easier because the why is real for the person you are today. Intrinsic plus extrinsic. Using both wisely. One more important point. Intrinsic and extrinsic motivation are not enemies. They can work together. Use extrinsic motivation, deadlines, rewards, accountability, public commitment to get started and create urgency. Use intrinsic motivation, curiosity, purpose, values to keep going for years without needing constant external pressure. For example, you might love building something meaningful, intrinsic, while also using challenges, goals, and rewards to keep momentum high, extrinsic. The most sustainable path is usually a combination of both, updated to match your current stage of life. If you're listening to this and thinking, yeah, my motivation has definitely changed, but I don't know what my next chapter should look like. You don't have to figure it out alone. Inside my school community, we talk about this exact journey, evolving from old goals into a life that actually fits the person you are now. Sharing wins, struggles, and changing motivations openly. Supporting each other through transitions, career changes, new projects, identity shifts. If you want a place to think this through with people on the same path, check the link in the description and join us there. Your motivation is not broken, it's evolving. What drove you in the past helped you survive that season. But every season has different weather, and you need different clothes. The same is true for motivation. So, instead of forcing your old goals, try this. Map your motivation timeline. Discover your current core drivers. Realign your goals to match who you are now, not who you used to be. When you do that, you stop seeing yourself as lazy and start seeing the truth. You've grown. Your motivations have upgraded. In this video, if this video spoke to you, share it with someone who is beating themselves up for not being as driven as before. Now, Comment below and tell me, what used to motivate you the most? And what motivates you now? If you're into topics like mental toughness, manifestation, and building a life that fits your real values, hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and remember, your motivation is a message. Listen to it, evolve with it, and let it guide your next chapter.